In Nigeria, we have a most unexpected repeat of the kind of events which have provoked the writing of my memoirs. We have a situation where a president, quote unquote, democratically elected, has been struggling through using all kinds of means to try and subvert the Constitution to give himself a third term. It's after our history of Sani Abacha, our history of Babangida, after even our experience with the former democratic governments of Shehu Shagari, for instance, there was a lot of violence when his party attempted to rig the elections. And the military then came in to say, well, you think you know something about violence? We actually have structured violence. And not sporadic, not thuggery, but real, technological violence. And came with their tanks and guns and took out Shagari. Now, after all that experience, for me personally, is a source of despair that anyone, in Nigeria especially, a very politically sophisticated nation like Nigeria, would attempt to perpetuate himself or herself in office. You try and imagine George Bush. Now, as he comes towards the end of his second term, try and imagine George Bush now going to all the legislators. Do you want an oil block? All right. All you have to do is, when the Constitution comes for review, in the House, in the Senate, and the House of Representatives, just vote this way. Blackmail, coercion, naked bribery. I mean, this is not Wole Soyinka speaking. Those who were bribed, the honorable members, came out, stated how much was offered, where it was offered, led by Shola Adeyeye. He was also one of those who fought against Abacha. And they formed a caucus, a very strong group, where they're denouncing the efforts to subvert the Constitution. So here we go again. Rallies against the attempt are broken up brutally by the police. Former politicians who formed the opposition parties are tear-gassed at rallies. Even the government's own mechanism for trying to force the acceptance of these changes on the populace under guise of consultations. It's called the Mantu. It's headed by one person called Mantu. And Mantu goes around with his entourage to various cities and proposes the amendments, which of course would allow the president to stay on another term of office. And even his own rallies become disrupted simply because the opposition is supposed to come there and make their point, but no. Suddenly the area is cordoned off and declared a security zone. This happened, I think, was it in Port Harcourt recently or Enugu? Can't remember. And a lawyer who was coming to present his point of view and his organization was beaten up and arrested by the SSS. And this is supposed to be public hearings. I mean, try and picture it, The honorable member, the Speaker of the House, or is it the President? I can't even remember. They change so fast. If you don't do the President's will, the next thing you know, you're impeached, and you don't know who the new person is. And so this person goes around, on behalf of Obasanjo himself, to invite the public to come and make presentations. But the moment an opposing voice, recognized, approaches, is beaten up, dragged up by the SSS. And this is a democratic dispensation. I have to give you these details because we may be entering yet another round. And many of you may wonder, what on earth is going on in Nigeria? This is supposed to be a democratic government. How is it that, once again, this 72-year-old man is man in the barricades? The fact is that another 72-year-old man is trying to subvert my political existence and the political rights and dignity and respect which every single citizen is supposed to be entitled to under any kind of law.